touching the truth.
Alright, so David Dunn, the Overseer, the main character of the Neo-Hour, I believe how you pronounce that genre, but anyway, it's basically just a more gritty version of superhero films, and David's from the Unbreakable trilogy, and is basically a pretty recurring character in its sequel movies and stuff like that. But how strong is David Dunn? Now, he was shown bench pressing 250 pounds or 113 kilograms, then later 270 pounds or 122 kilograms, and finally stopping at 350 pounds or 158 kilograms. In a deleted scene, he was shown benching 500 pounds or 226 kilograms. David was shown punching fist-sized dents on the side of a van. It's safe to say that walls for vans are made of things like steel. The tensile strength for steel can withstand 40,000 pounds per square inch, or around 7.8 million joules, which is around wall level. David was stated that he was as strong as the Hoarder. The Hoarder was stated that he was as strong as the animals at the zoo he worked at. It was stated in the same scene that the Hoarder worked at the Philadelphia Zoo. Some of the stronger animals at that zoo that I see on the website that the Philadelphia Zoo uses is an orangutan and a white rhino. A white rhino can easily overpower the African buffalo in a contest of strength, and an orangutan is commonly considered around 7 times stronger than a normal human male. Not to mention, the Hoarder is superior to a personality of his that can lift 3 times his own body weight, and the Hoarder can flip a police car with 2 cops inside of it. In terms of durability, Dr. Staple implies that David would be able to survive gunfire, considering that he could have escaped despite being surrounded by multiple police officers. David is also the first and only person to survive the Hoarder's bear hug, which attack is the same way the Hoarder crushes people's bones. So at the end of the day, David has wall level AP and durability with at least athletic human to peak human levels of lifting strength, but it can be scaled a lot higher. David hasn't shown any major speed feats. The only thing we have for his speed is that he was a good athlete in his youth, which would somewhat scale to his speed. But that was about it, really. There's nothing much besides that. But yeah, that's about it. See ya.